Okay, welcome to a speed build and review for a set that I am very passionate about. I think this is probably one of my top 5 sets pretty much of all time when it comes to LEGO, and for very good reasons. One of those is it is actually one of the first sets that I got to build. When I got back into LEGO, this is one of the first that I rebuilt, and no regrets at all in that regard. This is just such a cool thing. So with that, I'm sure you know how the buttons work down there by now, so do click them as you please. Let's get into the review first for this lovely, lovely Saturn V rocket, and then we'll get to the speed build. Here we go. So to start things off, I gotta disassemble this, and I also do need to say I'm missing the dish, the little ocean dish with the white module that's supposed to go on top of here. But for now, we'll just move on without it because I don't want to go find those specific pieces until I disassemble this in a snap, as it were. So I just want to say, just the fact that you can take this apart like I'm doing now and have it go into its different stages while it's doing its launch, so cool. So cool. And the fact that it is basically 100% accurate is awesome. And can't overlook, of course, the awesome printed pieces. And you can even balance them to be... that one's a little more precarious. And you can even balance them up to be stacking on their own, with their own little boosters. And of course their own little boosters all have their own individual stylization to them. The big ones being that, the little one being a tiny little red square in there. That's, yeah, really cool attention to detail. I think if I also had to complain about literally anything, it would be these red pieces in here, but I think that's acceptable, honestly, because most people probably aren't gonna display it like that, and if they do, you could probably pretty easily just put something over this, like a little build-up with just like a dish over it, and there you go. It's fixed. So, yeah, not a big deal, just interesting that they chose to make it so colorful inside. Maybe you could think of the color as fuel or something. And, well, the piece count is the year that this rocket launched, and, you know, we went to the moon. And I think that's so cool. So, can't underlook that. Can't underlook really anything about this set. The building techniques, so intricate and awesome. I'm excited to do that again. I really am. And I don't know, there's not really much else to say. The building experience, 5 out of 5. The look, the accuracy, everything else, 5 out of 5. The fact that it is a scientific rocket and they give you information about it in the instructions and stuff, 5 out of 5. It's just a magnificent build, and it looks good, displays good. I don't know what else to say. It's got a little miniature lunar lander, folds up, it can be put inside the rocket. You can put the rocket in its launch form or in its unlaunched form, its split apart form. It's up to you. So fun. So cool. And certainly worthy of a top 5 set for me. And yeah, not much else I can say about this. I really love this, and I'm excited to build it again for you all. So with that, put this together for one last time, and let's get to the speed build with a disassembly with a snap. Here we go. Alright, so as you can see, there are a bit too many pieces to actually be able to build something and have all the pieces here, so I have these sorted out basically by stage, rocket stages. So stage 1 is over here, stage 2, and then stage 3. So yeah, and then all the printed pieces in the fancy dish, of course. So with that, let's get the other dishes out of the way so we actually have room to build, and let's get to the first stage, Saturn V rocket. Here we go.